decided that I wanted to do this, and I was excited, so I started writing questions down. But the cover sounds nice. So I will tap on this cover throughout the video. Okay, the first question is, where do you live? I've mentioned this a few times. I live in Canada. I don't necessarily know that I should say where I live in Canada, but I live in a very beautiful place, and it rains a lot here, so you might be able to guess. But I am Canadian. What year were you born? I was born in 1998, so I am 26 years old. I was born at the tail end of the 90s. A mic scratching video is coming. I have seen your comments. Maybe I'll film it tonight. We'll see how much time I have. I'm basically like, once my parents start watching TV for the night, I can't film anymore because their TV is directly above this room. Okay, did you go to university, and what was your major? Yes, I did go to university. I majored in microbiology, which is very, very similar to a regular biology degree. But you just have to do like a couple extra labs, and I really love labs, so that was great for me. I work in a lab now, so I guess I made a good choice. Although when I originally went to university, I don't think I really had any idea what I was doing. I didn't go to university being like, I'm gonna major in microbiology. I just knew that I liked science and I wanted to go to school more, so but micro kind of just happened. I didn't really plan it. I basically started in biochemistry and then realized that I hate chemistry, and microbiology is like the same thing without all the chemistry. So I thought that was better. So yeah, and I graduated in 2020. So I graduated during COVID, which was good and bad. Obviously COVID was bad, but I mean, graduating during COVID really helped my grades. Not that I was a bad student, I tried really hard, but everything ended up being online, so all of the finals were not worth much, and it was really easy to just do really well. So my grades got boosted by the end of it, which was good for me, I guess. What do you do for work? I have kind of talked about this a tiny bit. I work in a lab. I work for a biotechnology company, and I basically grow human intestinal cells. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I really like my job, and I've been there for over 2 years now. I did a few jobs after university that is your best trait? I should have thought about these before filming. My best trait. I don't know. I know my worst traits. That's the next question. Okay, I'll tell you my worst traits first, and then I'll just try and keep thinking about my best. My worst traits. The first one is probably that I have no patience at all. I've tried. I wasn't born with patience. I didn't learn patience. Not something I have. I'm really working on it. That was one of my goals for this year, and that was one of my goals last year as well, is patience. Because I am the type of person where, like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it immediately. If I am like, oh my gosh, that needs to be cleaned, I'm gonna clean it immediately. I'm like, if once I get something in my mind, I cannot get it out of my mind. Like I don't even know. Like I absolutely have to. And maybe that's a good trait as well. Like, I guess I can be kind of driven, which is good. Like, if I'm like, I want to be a nurse, I would be a nurse. Like, I would work my butt off to do that if I really wanted. I don't want to be a nurse. I did at one point, but I don't like shift work, so I decided not to do that. But, like, once I get something set in my mind, nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, you could try and convince me out of it. Not gonna happen. If it's in my mind, it's happening. My family can attest to that, and it can be bad, too. It's not always a good thing, because I'll make bad decisions. Like a while ago, I got it in my mind that I wanted a bob haircut. So what did I do? I booked an appointment and I got a bob haircut, and I didn't think about it. I didn't think about how it would look on me. And I've had bobs before and I never liked them, but I told myself that it was gonna look good this time, and it didn't. So, and I booked the appointment and I got a haircut like the next day. Like, I can't be doing that because it doesn't end well for me. Little tangent, but I'm getting a haircut on Tuesday, and when I called to make the appointment, the girl was on vacation, and I was like, oh man, like, I really want this haircut. Like, I wish I could get it like next week, but I had to wait like 3 weeks until she was back from vacation, and it's a new hairstylist that I really wanted to try. I found her on Instagram, whatever. And so I booked her, but I had to wait 3 weeks, and now the 3 weeks is over, and I'm going on Tuesday, and I'm so happy that I waited because I really thought about what I wanted. I made a Pinterest board. I wrote down the things that I do like about my hair, the things that I want to change, like whatever, and I feel like this is gonna be a really good haircut. And usually I'm just impulsive, and I do like some big drastic change, like I'll just like dye my hair blonde or dye my hair dark brown or cut it all off or whatever. Like, I need to relax, and I feel like because I had to book it 3 weeks later, it made me think about it, and that was good. Okay, that was my best and worst trait. Okay, I can't think of another. How long was your longest relationship? So that would be the one I'm currently in. I've been with my boyfriend now for over 6 years. 6 years in June, this past June. We started dating in 2018. So it's been a little while. But I've had like a couple boyfriends before him, and they were all very short, like between like 6 months to a year for all of them. Even less for some. Like, I think I dated one guy for like 3 months or something when I was like young. Like, this was like probably grade 8 or something. But now we met in university and was your first job? Oh, I think my first job, I was a hostess at a restaurant. And I didn't like it, to be honest. Like, I had my first job in grade 12, which is pretty late, to be honest. Like, I'm shocked I didn't work in, like, grade 10. Most people, I feel like, just like suburban areas in between, because the city, like, I don't like being downtown. I would never want to live right downtown because it's just too busy. Like, I don't want to live in an apartment. Okay, let me just say that I live with my parents, okay? So, like, I know that I am very lucky to, like, I live in my parents' basement suite. So it's, like, completely separate from their house. Like, I have all my own everything. But I'm very lucky to live where I live. And I understand that a lot of people, like, can't afford a house. And so they live in apartments because they're more affordable. Personally, I really think I would hate living in an apartment. And that's mostly because I like being on the ground. Maybe if I was ground floor, that'd be fine. But I really want to be on the ground. So I don't think I would like to live in the city. And I don't really like being downtown anyways. Like, I'll go out downtown and most of the time I don't like it. And then the country, like, country. Like, I don't know that I like country either. So, maybe, like, the suburbs. I like to live there. I don't know if that was the right answer. What are your life goals? That's a broad question. Obviously, to be happy, like, duh, I'm pretty sure that's everybody's life goal. To be honest, I don't have, like, work life goals, which, except for, like, make money, obviously, like, make enough money to be able to support my family, but maybe I should have work life goals. But I've always just, like, wanted a job that I like enough to be able to be, like, content going there every day, and I make enough money to support my family and support myself. But I'm not the type of person that is, like, so obsessed with my work that, like, I don't pay attention to anything else. Like, family has always been the most important to me. And so, like, honestly, my life goal is to, like, be a mother and have kids and raise a family and just be happy and spend lots of time with my parents and my sister and my friends, and, like, really just build meaningful relationships and, like, live life. So I'm currently very happy in my job, and I think it could sustain me for sure for my life. You know, I can move up in my career there. And overall, I just want to have a happy little family, to be honest. So that's my life goal. I don't necessarily want to be a stay-at-home mom. I think I do still want to have, like, my own things, like, have, like a place, like, work, basically. But I just want a little family. How many languages do you speak? I speak 2 languages. English, obviously, but I'm also bilingual, so duh, that's what that means. I speak French. So I went to French immersion all throughout school. Like, I started in kindergarten. You can do, like, a late immersion as well, where you start in grade 6 and then you do, like, grade 6 through grade 12, and you still are bilingual by the end of it. I think it's a bit harder for those students because obviously they didn't have, like, 5 years before that to learn, but you're not learning much before grade 6, so, like, it's fine. But yeah, I speak French. Not very well anymore, to be honest. Like, I haven't spoken much French since I graduated high school. I didn't do any French in university. I do listen to French music, and I can understand very well, but I think my grammar wouldn't be as good anymore. And I can't your favorite clothing brand? This is hard because the clothing brand that I probably have the most clothes from is not my favorite clothing brand. You would think it was. I have, like, a lot of my clothes are from Aritzia, which I have a love-hate for Aritzia because I think they do basics really well in general. And they have other brands, like they have Levi's. Like, I've gotten some of my Levi's jeans there. Obviously that's not Aritzia brand, but I don't know, like, I don't like the atmosphere of Aritzia. Like, it's stressful and I feel judged a lot of the time. Like, if I'm not wearing a cute outfit and I don't have my hair and makeup done and I'm in Aritzia, like, you best believe I'm getting ignored. But then I have a cute outfit and I have my hair and makeup done and 10 people that work there are talking to me. So I don't know, and they're not very size inclusive and they're definitely not sustainable. Like, I think they're just basically like elevated fast fashion. I don't know. I haven't like gone into it that much, but I do like a lot of their pieces. I don't necessarily think they're as good quality as they used to be, but they're the same price still, or even more, honestly. So I find that really annoying, and that's why, like, I really don't think that they're my favorite brand. As a brand, they're definitely not my favorite. Right now, my favorite brand is Cotton, Kotn. I think they have a great, like, they're a sustainable brand. They ethically source all of their cotton from Egypt. Their pieces are really good quality. They're really cute. They're trendy. Like, I love them. The people that work there. Okay, I've only gone to 2 Cottons. There's 2 in my area. The people that work there are so nice. Like, they are expensive. Like, they're, similar to Aritzia pricing, but they're better quality. They're, like, they have really cute stuff. Like, I find the fit is a little bit, like, I have to figure out what sizes I am there because I'm so used to Aritzia sizing. Like, I know what size I am in Wilfred or Babaton or whatever. Like, and I'm different sizes in both of those lines. Like, Babaton runs small, so I have to order everything in a size up at Aritzia when it's from Babaton. But I fit Wilfred, like, true to size. So it's weird, and I just have to figure out my sizing at Cotton. But I have like 3 pieces from them, and they're all such good quality. Like, they're worth the price that they are. And Aritzia is the same price, worse quality, not ethical. Like they could do a little more. Not very size inclusive. And if they are size inclusive, they don't have good colors in like the larger sizes. Like, it'll be like, oh, they only have black and white, but there's like, in like straight sizes, they have like 15 colors of, say, like a pair of trousers. So Aritzia needs to work on that, I think. But yeah, I would say Cotton right now. I really like that brand. This sweater is not from Cotton, it's from Everlane. I got it off Poshmark, but this is also a really good quality sweater, made out of organic cotton, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure Everlane is quite a sustainable brand as well. I like to shop sustainable if I can. And if I she would leave it on our beds for when we got home from school, and it would usually just be like a t-shirt or something, like socks or whatever, but it was like so much fun, and it was like the best thing ever for us, and my mom was just like literally the best mom ever, so I hope to be a mom like her. Okay. What is your dream date? Like dream date, like, or like realistic, like a date I like. Dream date, like that's, I don't like that question because obviously it'd be like, oh, I want to go to the like Bali and like eat a wonderful meal on the beach. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk realistic. Like, my favorite dates are just like, maybe we go for dinner and then we go for a walk and then we go watch a movie, like in the theater. I love the movie theater, and honestly, that date comes true all the time. I go to the theater all the time. We love movies. We love the theater. We love a Costco, like movie pass. You can get 2 movie tickets, a popcorn, and 2 drinks for $30 from Costco. So basically every time we go to Costco, we buy that. And then we get like to go on a nice little date. Even though in my mind, half the time it's not a date, it's just an activity. Like, I don't know, when you've been dating someone for a long time, I feel like you have to like say beforehand that it's a date. I have to be like, okay, this is a date. I'm gonna dress up like this is a date. Otherwise, it's just like dinner and a movie. I don't know. Do you get what I mean? Maybe other people don't feel that way, but like we do a lot of activities together, but like isn't like everything kind of a date? Like it's just life now, you know? Okay, only 2 more questions, which is probably good because my back is really hurting. I'm like having really good posture right now, like sitting up, or maybe not good posture if my back is hurting, but I need to like lay down or something. What is your favorite thing to do when you have free time? Hang out with my friends, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I'm not really much of like a reader or a crafter. I can get really into things like that. Like if I get into a book, like I'm gonna read that book until I finish it. If I get into crafting, I'm gonna do that craft until it's done. But right now, like filming ASMR videos, that's what I've been doing in lots of my free time. And hanging out with my friends and my family. So, probably that. Okay, last question. Great question. What is your fondest childhood memory? Okay. A little bit of an explanation, but this was like the best day I ever had. Basically, at my cabin, when all of my fondest childhood memories are at my cabin. We would go there like 2 months out of the summer, basically all summer when I was a kid. It's on a lake, and we played Polly Pockets, Barbies, Littlest Pet Shops, all the time. And there was one summer where we played the most insane game of Polly Pockets ever. Like, I think the game lasted like 4 days straight of playing Barbies, and there was like, or Polly's, and there was set up, like it took us a day to just set up the game, because we basically put price tags on every single item that we had for the Pollies. So like all of the clothes had price tags. Like we cut out little pieces of paper, wrote a price, and taped it to the item. And we had like tons of clothes, like the like squishy clothes. So we taped it to all of the clothes, and then we put price tags on cars, the furniture, everything. And you got to start the game with your Polly, that you got to pick a Polly, put her in an outfit, and you got a Polly and a bed, and that was it. And then you had to pick a job, so you could work at the car dealership, you could work at the she worked at the car dealership, I think, and you had to like work to make money, and you started with a certain amount of money. So like, honestly, I want to play this again. It was really fun. I think we started with like $100. So like, you would go and have to like work like actual hours. Maybe it was like a little bit less, but like in that, like I would go work at the clothing store for 8 hours and make money, and then I had more money that then I could go buy a car, then I could go buy a bed, then I could go buy more clothes. And we had like an actual like working town for our polys, and we had to like build the house and get like food and all that, and it was like the best ever. It was just so fun and so much work. Like, I wish I could do that again, but I probably never would, because we literally cut out price tags for like an entire day, like hours and hours and hours. But it was so fun. And then I'm pretty sure we stopped only because we were playing in like our screened porch, so you're like outside but there's like screen, and it got really windy, and I'm pretty sure it like blew over like our entire town, and then we just gave up. We were like, that's it. That was the whole game. It was so good. I still actually have like the majority, or at least some, of our Polly Pockets and Barbies, and I don't think we have any Littlest Pet Shops, which sucks because they're actually so awesome, and I bet they would be nice to tap on. But I'll definitely do some sort of like nostalgic ASMR video, because I have a lot of that stuff still. It's just mostly like all at my cabin, so I have to go there first and maybe bring my microphone, and maybe I'll do like ASMR on the lake, because that's what Brooke, Best Life by Brooke, she does ASMR on the lake, and I love those videos. So maybe I could do something like that, inspired by her. Okay, that's all the questions. If you have any more questions, you want to get to know me more, you can leave them in the comments. I'll answer anything. Well, not anything. Okay, let's be realistic. I also just wanted to say really quickly that I've had so many really